Komal Jain from Team at Rhhyns. Today I'm here to tell you a story. Aditya, an 8-year-old, like most others his age, spends most of his time in front of screens, be it mobile phone, laptop, or TV. It is eating up most of his day, and as when his parents try to explain him how this might harm his eyes, he gets angry and throws tantrums. If his gadgets are taken away, he screams and cries. His behavior is getting worse day by day. Most of us parents these days face this problem. We'll continue this story in just a little while. Anger. Kids are not so different from adults. They too tend to get angry, but do understand that their reaction may be a little less mature and raw. So, what is anger? Anger, like happiness or sadness, is a basic human emotion felt by all of us at some point in our lives. It is connected to our survival and is usually caused by a trigger. A trigger is perhaps an event, a word, or a person. Anger can cause not only mental damage but also physical. Anger in children is mostly seen when the child is struggling with something or is frustrated by someone or something. There are mainly three types of angers. The first, aggressive anger. An aggressive child is the one who shows their anger freely and does not help. They throw things, hit, push, and scream when angered. They lose tolerance. Such children tend to have low tolerance for frustration with someone or something and resort to extreme behaviors. The second type, a passive child. A passive child who is the one who keeps their anger inside them. They may be fearful of their anger and so they dismiss it, go with the crowd, become distracted in playing or so, or direct their anger in socially acceptable ways, such as in video games or sports like boxing. These children usually have low self esteem and have previously been shamed for getting angry or told by their parents that anger is bad. The last type, passive aggressive. A passive aggressive child understands when they get angry and knows how to outsmart people around them. They have a brilliant mind and can manipulate the other person into losing their control. They don't like being controlled, rather, they control others, procrastinate work, and often engage in debating or arguing. There are several reasons that these children can get angry. They're hungry or tired, they feel anxious, they're not getting what they want, they're unable to verbalize what they need or want, they feel disconnected, they feel avoided and want you to hear them out. They feel powerless, they're embarrassed of something and or trying to hide it, they're worried of abuse they have seen or experienced, they're displacing their anger, they feel like they're constantly being compared. Understanding what is the reason is the first step to help them deal with their anger in a positive manner. Let's now discuss some common examples of anger being seen in children. You would have asked what they want for lunch but did not make it. This is when a child may feel unheard and probably throw a tantrum when eating lunch. A child may get mad that they lost at a board game or didn't get a new toy and their sibling did. Some kids lash out because they don't have a friend group or don't feel included. A child who is scared of the dark may get mad if their parents switch off the lights when it is time for bed. An embarrassing incident at school about wearing their hair a particular way may result in an outburst when their mother or father makes their hair for school. Remember Aditya, the boy that we were talking about? So now, after all this behavior of his parents want to help him out. They notice that he loves playing football games online. So his father asks him if he wants to play football together. Aditya is moody at first but eventually agrees. They play out for a few hours with no screens. His parents indulge Aditya in doing other activities that keep him busy, healthy, and learning. They teach him emotional vocabulary and what his feeling of anger is within him. They all spend family time together and set calming down methods and rules. His anger eventually gets better and he learns how to calm down. Let's now learn how to deal with our child's anger. The first, understand their triggers. What makes them angry? Is it the food that they don't like being cooked? Is it something you say? It can be the smallest thing. Once you have understood their trigger, try to read their patterns. After noticing for a while, you know what triggers them and where they react and what are the various reasons for them to get angry. But that does not mean you accept their unhealthy ways to express themselves. Help them talk about their emotions. Talk to them about their emotions and feelings and how to express them through words. This will also help them understand the difference between emotions and behavior. Give your example and show them that you also get angry at times and how you cope with it. For instance, you can say, when I was driving to the mall today, a lady crossed the road but when it wasn't her signal to. I got angry because I had to stop the car very fast. But I stopped the car so she could cross the road safely. Establish anger rules as to what you can do when you are angry and what is not supposed to be done. For example, hitting, abusive words, throwing things are all a big no no. Rather, teach them healthy coping strategies such as walking away from the situations that do not require anger as a response, breathing to calm down, and expressing themselves through words without lashing out. Last but not the least, practice what you preach. Model your behavior. Children often see others get angry and violent and learn negative coping strategies. Be a good idol and represent positive coping strategies to your child. Let me help you by giving you some activities that you can do with your child to calm down their anger. Sit with them and find the answers to these three questions. The first, why do I feel angry? The second, what happens when I feel angry? And the last one, what can I do with my anger? Now that you have the answers to these questions, sit with your child and create a calming down method. Engage in role plays with your child. For instance, you ask them to clean their room, but that makes them angry. Role playing would help them do the important activities and help them work on their triggers without acting out. Give them hypothetical situations and ask them how they would react. If it is not the right way, try and explain them how there is always a calmer and better response to it. For example, if the situation is, I can't do something new, ask the child how would they respond by giving them three options. The first, I'm going to cry and get angry. The second one, I'm going to give up. And the last and the correct one, I'm going to talk about it and learn it from someone. I hope we learned all something good today. Thank you so much for being a part of this and learning about anger for your child. Thank you. See you next time.